Let's bring in Alyssa Farah now, former White House Communications Director. Alyssa, good morning to you. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So, on that point, what is the GOP doing to ensure fair elections in January?
Well, good morning, Sandra, and thanks for having me. So the Georgia Republican Party has been taking efforts. They have efforts underway to ensure that we have signature verification, that we have poll watchers. But what we're really trying to convey to voters, and listen, understanding that millions of Americans have concerns about irregularities and fraud that we saw in the 2020 elections. But what we're conveying to Georgia voters is if you don't want a rigged election, you absolutely have to get out and vote. You ensure a Democrat victory if you don't get out and vote. We are taking measures. We have them in place. We should be able to trust the results of this election. But the most important thing here and now is that Georgia Republicans get out and vote.
Got your message there. Meanwhile, Charlie Hurt was on Fox News last night. He was talking about just what he sees at stake in this race if Democrats win control of the Senate. Watch.
The big difference between today and say 2009 when Barack Obama was in the White House is I think this current crop of Democrats are far more dangerous than anything we saw even with Barack Obama bringing in Obamacare. There's no telling what these people are going to try to do if they get control of all levers of the government.
So that's how Charlie Hurt sees it. How does the White House, Alyssa, see what is at stake in Georgia?
So that's absolutely correct. I'd agree with Charlie there. We've seen this crop of liberals in the House who, frankly, are steering the party far, far left. And something I've learned dealing with Hill negotiations for years in various capacities is it's Pelosi's caucus that really calls the shots. So even if we have a scenario where Chuck Schumer is the leader, which I don't think we will in the Senate, it's going to be the AOCs, the Ilhan Omars, the Rashida Tlaibs, who are really pushing policy that goes through the House onto the Senate. So there's a lot at stake here. And also with both of the Georgia candidates, I would say we see very far left candidates in Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. So this is something that we've got to be thinking about and get out to vote.
Alyssa, to that point, there's some new reporting from the Federalist on Jon Ossoff and his ties to a Hong Kong media company. I'll read you a chunk of the reporting. It says Ossoff received compensation from a Hong Kong media company with a pro-Beijing bent in the years between his failed House campaign and his run for Senate, then left the transaction off his financial disclosure. Ossoff first chalked the lapse up to a paperwork error through a campaign spokesperson. He then amended the statement to disclose the payment, but also claimed the amount was under the $5,000 threshold that requires reporting. So with so much riding on Georgia, and not as if this is comparable to the Chinese spy allegations with Eric Swalwell, but still, should this be more highly scrutinized by your party?
Oh, it absolutely should. And as we know, the Chinese often target up-and-coming young politicians to try to work their way in and gain influence in U.S. systems. And I think this is a CCP-aligned contribution to a film project that he was working on. That's absolutely something that warrants scrutiny. And more broadly, we've really not gotten strong answers from Democrats on what they're going to do to hold China accountable, to, as they potentially assume power, what are they going to do to hold them accountable for the coronavirus and other things? So this is something that should be scrutinized. And I would tell you this, I've said it before, Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, I think, are really Trojan horses for far left liberal policies in Georgia. But on top of that, this is really a concerning potential area for our adversaries to get involved in the Georgia party. And I think that's very concerning.
Alyssa, with the few seconds I have left, here's Reince Priebus, who's to head up the RNC, and his forecast for what we're about to see.
There is no reason for the Republicans to lose early vote or absentee ballot voting in Georgia. You can hire almost unlimited amount of help on the ground to identify those voters who haven't voted, bring them to the polls, and cannibalize every single Election Day voter you can between now and Election Day. And if the Republicans do that, they should win.
Final thoughts on that, Alyssa?
Reince is absolutely right. We've got a really strong ground game. We're going to take no vote for granted, and we're going to get everyone out there that we can.
Alyssa Farah, great to have you this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.